Whether it's smoked, eaten, or absorbed under the tongue, it acts fast. Within 30 seconds, its active compounds, THC and CBD, hit your bloodstream and start reaching your brain and other tissues. Peak effects usually around 30 to 60 minutes later, and they can last 3 to 4 hours, though that varies based on your metabolism, tolerance, and history of use. Section 1. How it works. Cannabis compounds are lipophilic. They love fat, and that's important because your brain is full of fatty tissue. THC and CBD easily pass through the fatty membranes of neurons and stay there, sometimes for up to 80 days. Once inside, they bind to CB1 receptors, especially in the prefrontal cortex, amygdala, hippocampus, and hypothalamus. This is where things get interesting. Section 2, sativa versus indica, two different stories. Sativa strains typically elevate mood, increase focus and energy, boost talkativeness, narrow attention on specific tasks, even making music or TV feel deeply meaningful. Why? Because CB1 activation in the prefrontal cortex increases dopamine and reduces stress signals from the amygdala, your brain's threat detector. On the other hand, indica strains promote relaxation, sedate mental and physical energy, suppress activity in the prefrontal cortex and hippocampus, impairing short-term memory, help people shut down and fall asleep. Section 3, the unpredictable factor. Here's the catch, and it's critical. You can't predict how cannabis will affect someone. Anxiety-prone people may feel calm or spiral into paranoia. Some feel creative and focused, others feel foggy or overwhelmed. And no, the advice, just take more and you'll feel better, is false. In fact, more THC usually amplifies whatever direction your brain is already heading. This variability is why people experiment with different strains and dosages, often obsessively, trying to find what works for them. Section 4, common effects across all strains. Regardless of strain, THC and CBD generally cause memory impairment via the hippocampus, motor slowdown due to reduced signaling in the basal ganglia and cerebellum, dry mouth and red eyes from decreased saliva and tear production, increased appetite, the munchies driven by activation of CB1 receptors in the hypothalamus. Cannabis changes your brain quickly and powerfully, but not predictably. Even with known doses and strains, your individual response can vary widely. So whether you use cannabis for creativity, calm, sleep, or relief, know this, its impact depends on your brain, your biology, and your dose. And it's not always what you expect.